The third, and by no means least, of our guests from the United States is, as I said previously in my introduction, a man who comes from a very noble political dynasty. The son of former Senator Ted Kennedy, who gave so many years to Congress. It gives me great pleasure to call on Congressman Patrik Kennedy to address you.
Thank you very much. And to Madam Rajvi, it's an honor once again to join you. You're the one woman on the stage of all of us men. How symbolic your leadership in a world that wants to move forward. My colleague, Senator Torricelli, talked about how our ancestors came from Italy, in his case, to the United States, and from Ireland, in my family's case, to the United States. And it's hard for us to understand today that when they came to the United States, Italian Americans and Irish Americans were treated as second-class citizens. How far we've come, but how much further we still have to go. As a great American, Martin Luther King, said, a threat to justice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. It has been mentioned this afternoon about how history repeats itself when those fail to learn from history. My uncle, Joseph Kennedy, is not someone that most people know in my family. But that is perhaps because he never was able to live a full life and to run for public office, to achieve great things, because perhaps he achieved something as great as any of us can ever hope to attain, and that is he laid his life down for the cause of freedom, not in America, but freedom here in Europe. For it was my uncle Joseph Kennedy who died over the skies of Europe, not far from where we are today, because he answered the call to take on evil wherever it was. And 60 years ago, that evil resided in Hitler, in Nazi Germany. He was from Massachusetts, and he died in Europe, fighting for freedom. Not only in Europe, because he knew, as America knew, that the fight for freedom in Europe was a fight for freedom for all people, no matter what side of the ocean they lived on. Today, we are faced with a similar test. And for many of us, we don't put our lives on the line. But for Madam Rajvi's family, for the family of the people of Camp Ashraf, for the people of Camp Ashraf, they are putting their lives on the line for freedom. And their fight for freedom is all of our fight. Because if the mullahs can influence Nouri al-Maliki to massacre innocent people in Camp Ashraf, then the mullahs with a nuclear bomb can massacre all of your children and all of your family members.